All right, welcome to Grand Prix Denver. Here we go, it's round 3. We got Rashad Miller, and I am joined by MTG Cast very own. I'd name all of the podcasts you're on, but I can't remember all of them. There's so many. But Rob Martin.
Yes.
How you doing?
Doing wonderful, my man.
He actually shook my hand off camera.
Yeah, you didn't see that.
We just met just now.
Yeah. Not Toronto didn't count.
No.
No.
All right, so we're going to have a feature match right now between Cedric Phillips, fresh out of retirement. That lasted long.
Like about 2 months?
Like a week.
Yeah.
I think he retired, and then he actually went to a tournament and didn't play in it. So I don't count that as retiring. His opponent is going to be Jake Lehmkuhl.
Yes.
Don't have a lot of information on Jake.
Neither. Sorry about that.
He has a cool name. You get it? Lehmkuhl? I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's early in the card.
Starting it off with awesome puns. That's the way I roll.
Both playing white so far.
All right, so this is Scars of Mirrodin block sealed deck. So we're going to see some awesome new cards.
Yes.
Some cards we've seen before, like the Spellbomb in play, Origin Spellbomb. And I'm going to let Rob take it away with the play-by-play because that's the only card that I know the name of. I'm sure, see that one? Don't know what it is.
Oh, that's tough to tell. It's hard with the vision here.
It's
clear over there. Oh, I can't.
Oh, this is going to be a great cast.
Oh, boy.
This is going to be awesome.
It's hard to see. They can't be seen there? Okay. Red mana.
I know that one.
Contagion Clasp.
Oh, Plague Mirror. That's actually the first Plague Mirror I've ever seen. That's why I didn't know what it is. I'm going to have to talk to Cedric after the match because I need that, or after today, because I need that for my EDH deck.
It's flying, he gains 2 life.
Yeah, Kemba Skyguard.
Yep. Another white. The return Kemba Skyguards. So they're dueling Skyguards.
Also, it's sort of like the mirror match, except one person has a Contagion Clasp in play.
Yes. Looks like Rashad's running all white. They're going to trade.
I'm actually not in this game. That's Cedric Phillips.
Yeah. Oh.
It's okay. It's not the first time it's happened. It's not the last time.
Yeah.
I mean, we are basically the same person.
Yes. Looks like Cedric's running all white. I don't see another color. Sacrificing it.
That's actually pretty interesting to have a monocolored seal deck.
I recognize that token.
That's an awesome token.
That looks like a Rashad token to me. I believe that's the one where you're biting the hat?
No, that's the one where I'm tipping the hat.
Tipping the hat. Oh. Can you zoom in anything? Another land. Tapping for 6. Ooh.
Player's Mike's the third one. Oh, that is a Flame Break Hellion. Is that the name of it? Flame Break Hellion, 5/4. Must attack each turn if able.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of Cedric face time. Haven't got any Jake face time yet. Maybe in one day we'll see what that gentleman looks like.
Cedric's been running a little low on lands here. He hasn't played land in a couple of turns here. There's
the second color. We usually don't run monocolor seal decks. It's pretty hard to get that lucky.
It is.
Although this is probably the format where it's most likely to be able to run a monocolor seal deck, even though it probably wouldn't benefit you because you could have enough artifacts where the spells that you're playing happen to be in one color and you just don't want to play another. But it usually doesn't hurt just to add that second color.
That was the Goblin War Driver, the one with haste, or the one that gives battle cry?
Yep. It's a 3/3?
2/2.
A 2/2?
2/2, which gives +1/0 when you attack with it. 2 other creatures, so that makes that Flame Alien a 6/4.
Panic Spell Bomb, and there we go. Auroch Replica cannot block, so no block plus damage this turn. Ooh.
-1/-1.
Oh, that's Dispense Justice.
Oh, it's Dispense Justice. Oh, okay. Oh, it's... Wow, that's killing me.
Ooh, so the Dispense Justice gets rid of the Hellion.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I guess I got to attack every turn, huh?
Yes.
Cedric in the tank. He's got some good ones in his hand. I think I see a Trigon Corruption.
And he needs something on that board.
And that looks like Cerebral Corruption.
But he needs another red.
Yeah. I think he was hoping he would draw that red. Chrome Steed is currently a 2/2.
Yeah,
one more artifact.
Yeah, he needs one more artifact.
That is the Flare Husk? Is that the name of it?
I believe that's correct on that one.
The Living Weapon. So right now I'm a 0/0 Pest. 0/0 Black Pest.
Black Pest.
Hey, where'd I go?
You see equipped it on the...
Oh, that's no fair.
Oh. And there goes the Rashad token. And the Chrome Steed.
I usually don't stick around very long.
No?
No. I'm very expendable, it seems.
We need you with the Mirror Battle Spear today. Then we'll have a board full of Rashad tokens.
And those usually stick around because those guys don't block.
Absolutely.
They stick around to do 4 damage and to give +4/+4.
Yes. So he chooses to get rid of all of his creatures and equips it again.
Still no mountain. Cedric can't be happy. Really needed that second mountain. I think that was his plan. But the board is pretty stable now. And he's able to, that's the thing that returns it to the top of
his
library. Can't remember the name of that one.
Yeah. It's an unusual pick because most times that card isn't played because it costs 5 and it only puts it on top of his library.
It is an instant, so it has a lot of uses. And if you just if you just play 2 of them in a row,
yes,
then it's really, really good.
Okay, well then I guess Cedric finds it to be very good.
Not my turn.
He really needs something. He needs an answer. He's got nothing on the board.
Ooh, 6 mana. There is a White Sun's Zenith.
Now there's the Rashad tokens we're looking for.
Meow. I think there's going to be some blocking. Don't forget to shuffle that Zenith back in. You may want to cast that again later.
Well, now I can understand why he's running such heavy white. Kemba. White Sun Zenith. This is a good thing. This is very, very good. And we're going to kill it.
Yep. Everybody, go get him. And he orders his blockers. You know, he's playing by the rules. Kills 2 of them. Iron Mirror.
Wow.
That Flare Husk is doing some work. Just a little bit of work, but work nonetheless. There's that trigon of corruption. It's like Jake might have drawn a dispense. Oh no, that's a glimmer point stag.
Can't see it. There's the 2 white on there.
It's like, mountain or this white card that I'm not going to show the camera. Look at that. Attack with our mirror. Trade it with 0 cards. Seems fair. 1, 2.
Brings out.
So we don't even trade.
Glimmer point
Yep,
stag.
it is a stag. And he gets back a 0 pest. Hey.
No Rashad tokens?
Come on. Oh, so when the token doesn't stick around, he uses a Rashad token. But when it's going to be there the whole turn, he uses a die. I see how it is. Right, and if you're just joining us, we are live at Grand Prix Denver. This is round 3. We have Cedric Phillips on the left versus Jake Lehmkuhl on the right in the booth. Me, Rashad Miller, and MTG Cast very own Rob Martin.
Hello again, everybody. And Cedric is now finally on the offensive here. I keep thinking you should be playing. Maybe it's because
maybe I should. Maybe I should just give up the whole GG's Live thing and just go back to tearing up the Pro Tour qualifier circuit. I think I deserve a break, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I think it's visual spoiler time, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it seems like now that Cedric's stabilized the board a little bit here.
I think he's ahead right now because he's just looking at a couple of 1/1s. One of them is the equipment, the other one is a 1/1. And when it dies, you get another 1/1,
yeah.
But not threatening at all. Jake only has 1 card in hand. I believe it's still a mountain. There's a contagion clasp a little bit off the bottom of the screen, which doesn't do much. There's nothing to proliferate. Well, I think that's a Juggernaut. It's one of the 2 Juggernauts. It's the new Juggernaut. The one where it's equal to, yeah, the Infect Juggernaut. Can't remember what the name of it is. Maybe it's just called Infect Juggernaut. So Jake's not looking too happy about the situation.
4. I believe
That's the Battle Cry guy again?
No. I think it's just it's like a generic hill giant, I think.
Sign up for the first StarCityGames.com invitational qualifier.
Trigon of Corruption.
If you're interested in that,
It's a -1/-1 on them.
over to the side event stage, and they'll get you signed up.
I would have saw it the way this match was going in the beginning that Cedric was going to get rolled over in this match, but It definitely shows what happens
When you play White Sun Zenith?
yes, when you play White
I know-
Sun Zenith.
I know what happens
White
when
Sun Zenith and Rashad tokens. That's the key.
Usually when you play anything Suns Zenith, good things happen for you. The game shifts slightly in your favor. Ever so slightly. I believe that's a Nathosaur that's in play. It's a 5-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's a Nathosaur.
Well, he could sacrifice his artifact to give it trample.
He could. He could do that twice.
Ah, he could.
He could actually do it 3 times if he really wanted to.
That's true. He could do it 3 times. Well, let's see what he does here.
Actually, he could do it 4 times. Right now, he can give his Nathosaur trample 4 times.
And that would help him exactly how?
It wouldn't.
Okay.
Just saying. How many times he could do it? Right, so that got traced with the Juggernaut. And down comes the ever so awesome card, in which the name of it is everyone's favorite Koth's Courier. It has Forest Wall.
Which is relevant in this match because he's playing mountains and...
It also has a 3-butt, which is relevant in most matchups.
Yes, it is. It seems like once he got that second red, the board seemed to stabilize well for him.
Does he still have a Cerebral Corruption in his hand? Cedric. He still has that 1 card. I was pretty sure that was the card. Because it was a red card and we haven't seen it yet.
It's the Cadelta, I believe it's Cadelta Rebirth, the one that does 4 damage when you sacrifice an artifact.
I think so, yes. Uh-oh, we got a reader. He can't believe that card's that good.
Or Cadelta Flame Fiend. Sorry. Cadelta Flame Fiend.
And Jake asked, is this card fair? Is this a fair card, Cedric Phillips? Cedric's still thinking. He's at 8. Jake's at 12. This is going to clear most of the board.
Ooh.
Only thing left is the Courier.
And now equips the living weapon on it.
Oh, he didn't have. He has a mountain in his hand now, so I guess he didn't have Cerebral.
Nope. This game has definitely had some swings back and forth, especially with Jake being able to pull out that Flame Fiend to be able to take out most of his board.
Flame Fiend is an uncommon. It's not even a rare.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it costs 6.
And it deals 4 damage.
Yes, but it costs 6.
Divided in any way you choose. And it's also a 4/4. You not only there are spells that cost 6 and you get to divide 4 damage and you don't get a 4/4.
That is true. That is true. I agree with that.
I guess you have to sacrifice an artifact, so it has its downside. You may not have an artifact in Scars of Mirrored and Block Sealed.
For some unknown reason why you would not have artifacts running in your deck is beyond me, but pools can be different.
All right, so down goes the mirror. Oh, it blocked. Is that what happened?
Ah, see, look what happened now. You finally got on the train and got a token in there correctly.
I appreciate it. Looks like Jake picked up the Revoke Existence. No real good targets right now, unless he wants to get rid of the Trigon. Seems like save us for something better.
He's tapping 8 mana. 9. Can you pull it again? Oh,
You know what's awesome about Zeniths? Well, besides getting, you know,
besides getting
besides them being expelled and getting a bunch of
Yes.
something,
Yes.
you're probably gonna do it twice in a sealed deck.
Yes, very much so. And in this case, it wipes the board
Well,
outside of the weapon.
I mean, outside of the weapon and the fact that Cedric's still gonna have some cats and a Cox Courier. Nice deck, Mr. Phillips.
That is amazing how he's managed to do that twice.
He's probably gonna draw it again. It's on the top of his deck, I'm sure.
He cut it for him perfectly, set
He-
up
he-
right on top.
you know what?
Absolutely.
Cedric deserves to draw White Sun's Zenith again.
Boy, if he does, that would be phenomenal. Oh, we're going all in. That is going to take him to,
Honestly, I just
3?
want to see more Rashad tokens in play.
well, you got a very good chance at that. Oh, and he scoops, and that's the game. Cedric Phillips comes back from what looked like a horrible start to win game 1. And we're on to game 2. Now, will Cedric side out?
His White Sun Zenith?
No, he
Might.
will not side out the White Sun Zenith, but he might side out that Forest Walk one, considering the fact that it's not well in this matchup.
And guess what? Time it is. It's time for us to pay the bills again. I know you've been missing that since I think the last time we did this was in Tennessee, that GP. But we'd like to thank Strike Zone Online
Yes.
for sponsoring us. And as always, they have free shipping for orders of $30 or more. I'm pretty sure they still have free shipping internationally for $100 orders or more. We could pick that. And don't forget, you can save 10% with the coupon code GG's Live. So check out strikesonline.com because they are awesome. They might also sell cookies, but don't quote me on that. And I'm not sure if the coupon code is valid for any
Free cookies?
any consumable
No,
orders.
probably not.
Oh, they are the awesome buying. They're always buying at top dollar. The huge selection of Magic cards and singles. Thanks, Strike Zone. I think I hit all the points, didn't I? I like to shake it up a little bit,
Can't completely always follow the script.
especially when you don't have the script in front of you. It's early.
That's true.
It's early. I'm still sleeping. I'm still a little sick. I got sick in Paris. I don't know what happened. A lot of people got sick in Paris.
Yes. Evan Irwin really got sick in Paris.
I think he got sick before he got to Paris.
Oh.
But he was definitely sick all through Paris. I tried to stay away from him, mostly because I don't want to get sick.
Well, we should tell the people here that the judges were nice enough to give us some homemade cookies here today.
We do have homemade cookies.
And when we actually get to us on the feed, we will show you some of the wonderful designs that are on them.
Well, I
Mana
mean,
symbols.
some of them were mana symbols.
Well, this blue mana symbol here that you
This
can't
was
see.
also a red mana symbol.
Oh.
But
Oh, the forest is fine.
the forest and the
Oh, you're going to eat it? Oh, okay. We might lose one of our symbols to show you before here. Well, now that we're in between the first game and the second game, I wanted to give a little shout out because I'm away from my home right now. My oldest son is currently watching Sean, and hopefully my wife is watching. So, Sean, Daddy loves you, and he'll see you Monday. And
Aww. And this is recorded, so we could listen to this over and over
no.
and over and over.
Why do I have a sense this is going to be replayed for me in bad beats? So Jake will be on the draw for game 2.
I think that may have prompted a quick change from Cedric in his deck construction. That's one of the things I do. I don't decide whether or not I'm going to play or draw until after the decks are presented. Just in case, because a lot of times, like your sideboarding changes whether or not you're playing first or drawing first.
Yes.
So there's no reason to give that information before you have to.
Oh, no, absolutely. Any tactic you can use to advantage. Though it's very, very rare that you get to actually see someone that actually wants to be on the draw, sometimes, depending on your deck, it is actually the best way to go. I mean, in his case,
yeah, it's actually fairly reasonable in this format to draw. I know in Scars of Mirrodin Sealed and Draft, a lot of those decks were pretty slow, and that extra card was more valuable than just, being able to go first. I don't know exactly how much of that has changed between the format, once Mirrodin Besiege, was introduced. I only did a couple of drafts. I haven't done a sealed deck. Maybe I did one sealed. I did do one sealed deck.
Sealed seems to be, at least from the ones I've played, they seem to be very aggressive early. If you can get a very early aggressive deck, you can pretty much get an easy, quick win before your opponent stabilizes, which is what Jake tried to do in the round one. But unfortunately, for Cedric being retired, Cedric might be. Cedric could be the Sugar Ray Leonard of Magic. Says he's retired, comes out of retirement.
Top decks White Sun Zenith a couple of times.
Yeah, hey.
Is that the best Sun Zenith of them all? No, it is not.
No.
In Limited, it's probably the black one. The red one's pretty good too, in Limited.
Yeah, you won't see the red one ever make standard.
The red one, not a good standard
No.
one, but Fireball has always been good in Limited. And being able to Fireball like for 2 in the early game and then for 7 in the late game, that's pretty good. But Wrath effects are better than Fireballs.
Yeah, we're hoping to see some of the good decks today. Again, I thought in the beginning that that Cedric's deck really didn't look like it was going the right direction, but
He had a plan.
he had a plan.
He lulled Jake into a false sense of security.
Okay, Cedric plays Mountain, passes turn.
And if you're just joining us, welcome to round 3 of Grand Prix Denver. Right now, we are watching Cedric Phillips versus Jake Lehmkuhl. Cedric is up a game, and basically we have a red-white on red-white mirror match-ish in this Scars of Mirrodin Seal deck tournament.
Both guys have the Spellbomb. Palladium Mirror. Now he's up to 5 mana right now.
Is that your Twitter you have up?
Yeah, that's mine.
Can you add multiple accounts in there?
No, I can do this though.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's our Twitter. Hey guys, send us questions if you have any questions. I am watching the chat, and we are watching Twitter, so if you got anything you want to tell us, you want to tell me how awesome I am, or how awesome Rob is, because Rob's pretty awesome.
At GG's Live?
Yep, at GG's Live, that's our Twitter.
Green.
Ooh, you think that's out of the sideboard?
That might be.
That could be a one-of forest for like some Tangle Core shenanigans.
It's interesting because we're at a point right now where Jake has drawn 4 mountains, no white. Although he's using his removal quite well.
Are those Burn the Impures? Does he have 2 Burn the Impures in his deck?
That sure looks like it. He's also running the, he needs a white because he's got the Knight that's a 3/1 with Battle Cry on it. There's our Infect Mirror.
Yep. Gotta remind me, I need one of those for my Godo deck.
You don't need anything for your decks. I've played your decks. Your decks are pretty good on their own.
No, I need that mirror. I need it.
Contagion Class wipes out the Mana Mirror.
There we go. There's the Scout again, or the Courier.
So I guess he
Cops
didn't get rid
Courier.
of it. He's drawn 5 mountains. He has a lot of white cards in his hand. He needs to play. There we go.
You know, that forest is actually going to make... Didn't Jake also have a Cost Courier or no?
I believe so. Oh, the Hellion's back out.
Flameborn Hill.
Flameborn Hellion's back out. Swings for 5.
Yep, Cedric's going to take it. Looks like Jake has a couple of cards that need double white in his hand. I saw a Kimba Skyguard. And Didn't quite catch what the other white card was. And Cedric has that's
flying.
that 4/4 gargoyle.
Yes.
We're just gonna call it gargoyle of being 4/4. It also flies, so it's awesome.
6 for a 4/4 flyer. Not the worst thing, that's for sure. Now he's trying to draw it. Now he's starting to draw the white. He'll trade.
Lumen Grid Gargoyle. It's gone.
He traded with the
Oh man.
swung traded.
I need to scroll through this visual spoiler a lot faster before these creatures just start trading away. I didn't realize that Cedric was in the trading business. He's a merchant.
There we go.
Players that are still just
3-1 battle cry.
Sign up for the StarCityGames.com Invitational Qualifier. Head on over to the side event stage. That is a Swiss standard tournament.
The thing that makes me really curious is that he could have
Check in with Julie.
played that the last round, the quarter paladin last round. Well, and now it's gone.
Well, I think it was held at bay by, Trigon of Corruption.
That's true.
It's a very, very powerful card. Even in decks that don't have any access to black mana, just using it 3 times is very, very powerful.
Well, it'd be nice. Well, if Cedric had a contagion class, that would be a nice little combination with that card.
Maybe if Cedric asked very nicely, Jake will put a counter on his Trigon for him.
He could do that, but I don't think that would be to his benefit. Let's see if he stops drawing mana. It's like he's drawing.
Well, there wasn't land. Can't get a good look at what it actually is. Looks like it must be the second best card in his hand because he's not going to play it. Or he's considering that with a different card. Gotta look at Cedric there. Looks like he's falling asleep. But he's thinking.
A swing.
In comes the 1/1 mirror token. One, two, three. Is this Kimba Skyguard?
Yeah. Gain 2 life. Flyer.
Brings Jake up to 18. Oh, what's going on?
He put it to the bottom of the screen, which we can't currently see right now. Takes the 3. Goodbye to the token.
Ooh, and there is the goblin that does 1 damage when it enters the
The
battlefield.
pinger. Yep.
I think I may have to put that in my extended goblins deck.
Cedric's doing the same thing. I believe that might be Decimator Web.
Ooh, that card wins the game. Three different ways.
Yes. Yep. Wow.
Well, actually, in limited, it usually decks you before it does any of the other ways. But good thing we have this poison counter graphic on the screen because we may get to use it.
Decimator Web and Contagion class. That's a really nice combination if they can get that going. Yep. There's the web.
So now Cedric gets 1 poison counter, loses 2 life, and he puts the top 6 cards of his library into his graveyard.
Oh.
A lot of forests. Looks like he
sideboarded in green.
brought in a lot of forests.
It looks like a Rotwolf on the bottom of the screen he has there.
That is a Rotwolf.
That is a Rotwolf.
Rotwolf jumps off the bottom of the screen again. He's a shy one, that Rotwolf.
Head on over to the side of that stage. Once again, this is a final call for the Invitational Qualifier. We'll be starting momentarily.
And Fangren Marauder was the card.
Yeah, that's the one where
oh, it's a very, very good card.
Considering right now, if he would lose that Decimator, Cedric would gain 5 life for that.
I've seen games, mostly in draft, where that card is gained upwards to 50 life. I've actually gained like over 100 life with it in one game. This is a really good seal deck I had though. It was a draft. It was a really good draft deck. We don't need to talk about my draft decks though.
Why not?
Because there's an awesome game going on.
Oh, well.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll have plenty of time in between rounds to talk about that.
If someone sends me a tweet asking about my coverage draft at GP at Magic Weekend Paris, then I'll talk about it just for a little bit. And we activate Decimator Web again, so Cedric's going to get another poison counter, lose another 6 cards. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cards left in Cedric's library, so 2 more activations, and that's it.
Yep, right now it's time for him to play defense and hold this out and just win the game by decking. You know what? Cedric might have took out White Sun Zenith from his deck to play all that green.
I guess it wasn't good enough for him.
Well, he's going to swing with everything because he's got to go on the offensive here. He knows he only has 2 turns left before this match is over with.
So in comes the team. We have a Rotwolf, a Cox Courier, a Fangren Hunter, and the Goblin Shaman of some sort. His name is Blister Stick Shaman.
Yes.
He's got 1 hot stick. I'm looking at the picture.
Yes.
So, life totals right now 15 to 11 in Cedric's favor. Both players have 2 poison.
There goes the Decimator Web.
Ooh, and Decimator Web gets decimated.
Yeah, I think this one is pretty much over now.
Cedric gains 6 life from that because that was a divine offering.
Yeah, unless he pulls something really big here, he's in a world of hurt. He's got a Glimmerpoint Stag in his hand.
Yeah, that Stag isn't going to do too much.
Not with all that's coming at him.
It can target the Contagion Clasp just to put another -1/-1 counter on something. I think I would have done that in a different order. Oh, he just wants to shrink down the Fangren Hunter to as small as possible. Although, it seems as though putting the counter on a different creature first and then blink out the Contagion Class, put a counter on it, then proliferate, putting 2 counters on Cedric's creatures. Did he not add a poison counter to Cedric?
I don't think he did.
But he would have saved 1 additional point of damage.
That's true.
That way.
So he's going to let the Rotwolf hit. Drew another land. Yeah,
that seemed like it would have been better to put the counters on first because then right now, you know, the cost carrier would be gone.
And he's not assuming with it. I think he's going to try to squeeze it in. Looks like he's squeezing it in with the poison.
Or the Rutwood could have been gone. He would have had his choice of which creature could be, you know, could be in the graveyard right now, and the Fangren Hunter would have 3 counters right now.
He's going to swing again. Put another counter on it.
He's like, whoa, before you attack, put a counter on your Fangren Hunter.
Yep.
Seems like right now would be a good time to block. Because you block, your stat goes down to 1/1, which is fine because the plan was to be able to trade with the Fangren Hunter. And one more proliferate, and the Fangren Hunter, I mean, the Fangren Hunter's done.
Oh, he did put the poison counter on? I think it's a little late for him to put on poison counters now.
It's still a route to victory. It seems like the life route is not going to work.
Okay.
He could deck him 1 card at a time. He is way ahead in cards in the library. But he run out of time. He has 8 poison counters and he's only at 9 life. So Jake is in danger of losing in 2 of the 3 ways,
yes,
while he can only win in 1. All right, so it looks like the Stag is getting in there. He's going to try to deal some damage while he can.
Means nothing to Cedric. He's at 24 life, now down to 21.
There's the Horizon Spellbomb. It costs so much to do what it does. But, you know, right now it's fine.
But the question is right now, does he really want to do that considering how low cards he's at?
I think he still has enough time to win this game before he runs out of cards. I don't think that 1 card was going to be the
I
difference.
think that's an Alpha Thrinax, I believe, in there. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Some type of dinosaur.
Yeah. It seems very popular to play the red-green dinosaur deck.
It's gotten a lot better.
Yes.
That deck has gotten way better. Five minutes left in the round. Oh, 5 cards left in Cedric's library. You know what? If one of those cards were a White Sun Zenith, he wouldn't be in danger of ever getting decked.
He also couldn't cast it either.
Well, no, I'm just saying that if White Sun Zenith was still in his deck, I would be sure that he would have white instead of green. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, he's swinging with the Battle Cry and the Vigilance. He's assigning damage.
And if you're just joining us, you're watching Grand Prix Denver Live, Magic the Gathering Grand Prix Denver Live, in a booth with Rd Miller and MTG Cast very own Rob Martin.
And we are in round 3, and we have Cedric Phillips, who came out of retirement.
Just for this tournament. I think he's going to go back into retirement after this. After this game, actually.
Oh, just get up and leave.
Yeah.
2-0, leave. That's
Done.
it, I'm done.
And he's playing Jake Lehmkuhl. I hope I'm saying his name right. It seems like there's a lot of letters in his name that I'm not pronouncing, and I'm not sure if that's right or not.
Well, it is a great way to...
Ooh, what is that? I need to read that one too. It's a big green one. That is a... That's not a Glissa's Courier, is it?
What was that?
Oh, that's... It's a Blight Widow? Oh, that is a Blight Widow. Is that a Blight Widow?
Yeah, it is. The pictures match up. Yeah, it's a blight window. Reach. Pulls out the Kemba Skyguard. I guess that wouldn't matter, but...
Ooh, Clone Shell just went down. Further reducing the number of cards in Cedric's library.
Wow.
And that's not optional. You have to do it.
Yes. Either Cedric knows something that we don't, or he is going to try to win this with exactly one or no cards left in his deck.
Yeah, I'm curious what his plan is. And obviously he has to have a plan if he's playing Clone Shell. Because he knows. Oh, he gets to order his library right now. Don't you?
Well, there's only 2 cards.
No, Clone Shell.
No. It puts a card underneath it. When it dies, it comes into play.
No, but the rest of those cards you put at the bottom of your library in any order, I thought.
No, he's got to cut it. He only has 2 cards left.
So Clone Shell shuffles those cards and puts them on the bottom.
Yes. It's down to 1. He's going to swing in with everything. Oh, Mirror Battle Sphere. Oh. Wow.
No, you put them in the bottom of your library in any order.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter. I guess he says, oh, these cards don't matter. You just shuffle them up.
Wow.
But Mirror Battle Sphere, that's going to do it. He only needs 2 attacks. And if
he's down to 5 already.
Yeah, if the Battle Sphere doesn't die
no.
on the first attack, it's over because that 4...
Oh, we have a judge playing with the camera here. Do we need to call a judge to stop the judge from playing with the camera?
I don't know, but we just got to revoke existence on that Mirror Battle Sphere. So that was
He still has the 4/1/1s. He still has his creatures out there to block. 2, 3, 4. He doesn't have enough. It's over.
Oh, that's it. He can squeeze through the 5 damage. So congratulations to Cedric Phillips. He is moving on to 3-0, first shot of retirement. And we'll probably get him in the booth sometime today.
Do not ask me how he managed.
I think they can hear us fine over those.
Do not ask me how he managed to win with only 1 card left in his deck.
Hey, that card was one of those 3 cards was Mirror Battle.